This is the most exciting video I think we've ever done.
Ever. I don't know if we're ever going to top this.
Yeah. Welcome back to Brazen Brits. My name is Lawrence.
And I'm Natalie.
And today is a weird one because we are stuck in a rut with what we eat on travel days.
Yeah.
And so we've been talking about it, switching things up a bit. And so anyway, so there's a two-part of this. Okay. One is what we do now, and some ideas that we have. And two is we want your feedback, because everyone's different, and you know, a lot of the stuff we cook most of the time is from other people. Just because we're very, everyone must do this, right? They must get stuck in a rut with the things that they eat.
Yeah, eat the same things every week. And it's like, I'm bored of this.
Yes.
Something else. Let's get something else.
So the point is, this video would help us, so we're putting it out there to get your feedback to help us. Let's roll the intro.
Really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. Ooh, I just wonder.
I feel like an advert for QVC.
Well, that's a good start. So anyway, right, so this is the one thing that we used to use on travel day. We still do sometimes. This is called a raclette. It basically has, if I can grab this bit is a heated element. There is a flat side and there's a griddle side. We cook the meat. You can cook the meat on top, or you can cook it separately, and then you can melt the cheese underneath. So for travel day it's great because we get out, we hook up, we get in, we've already defrosted chicken or ground beef or rainy day stuff, and we can just slap it all on here, melt the cheese. You can heat some, what are they called, the tortillas, and then you just slap it all together, make basically a burrito, and then it's done. It's really easy, really simple, no stress. So that's what we always used to use for travel day.
We did.
Now if it's a nice day, we have the Blackstone, as does most RVers, which we love. I'm sure there are other similar brands around, but we have the Blackstone 17-inch. That's for more if we set up and it's a nice day, you know, it's a good temperature, it's not raining, which is actually most weekends recently. Yeah. So we set the Blackstone up, and then we have a British fry up.
We do. I don't know how that started happening. I think because we used to get KFC on travel days, and that was getting a bit much. So for some reason, we started doing breakfast for dinner. Yeah,
so I think it's my fault, because by the time we've done, well, let's start from the beginning. One is sometimes we forget to prep food for travel day. So we were finding we're stopping at truck stops, and with the rig and everything like that, we end up getting fast food.
Yes.
And it's never healthy. Even the salads in those places aren't that great.
No.
So then you started meal prepping. So we would have something on the road for lunch. Yeah. The problem is that after I've done all the setup and everything, and I get in the truck, I get about 2 miles down the road, and I'm suddenly like, I'm so hungry.
Yes.
and then I start to drive faster because I'm hungry. And anyway, So shall I go? I just want to go through the fry up stuff, because people always ask what's in a fry up.
Okay.
So what we do, there's some things we can't get here in the US. So a British fry up is sausages, bacon, eggs, toast, which we don't always have, mushrooms. I like black pudding, but we can't get it here. If you don't know what that is, you can Google it. What am I missing?
Tomatoes and beans.
Tomatoes and beans. Tomatoes
and HP sauce, of course.
Natalie has HP sauce, it's nasty. So that's what we do on a travel day for that. So we're trying to switch things up, because we've done that for months now.
Yeah.
Between the two. And Natalie doesn't want me having KFC. I have no problem with KFC on travel day, but I'm just putting it out there. So anyway, so we're after some ideas for travel day. Quick, easy things that once you get to site, you know, if you've been driving for 4 or 5 hours, you just want something quick and easy.
Yeah, that's not takeout. What do you have?
And it's healthy.
Yeah.
Leave it in the comments, please. What's next?
So we should talk about as well that we did inherit a smoker recently.
Oh yes, thank you to our friends. I don't know if they want to be named, so I will not. But you know who you are. So they had a small Pitboss smoker. That was a bit worse for wear, because he put the pellets on the burny thing and then set it on fire on the back of their Momentum on the patio, the fancy patio they have. Oops. Anyway, it still works fine.
Yeah,
and he was going to throw it away because he bought a brand new one, exactly the same thing. He was going to throw it away, and I said, look, before you throw it away, I know it's a little bit nasty right now, but can I just try it to see if it's something we might use? We've used it tons, and we've done wings and ribs. We love ribs, smoked ribs.
Pork loin.
Yeah, pork loin. All of
I've
that
just heard
stuff.
you can make mussels on the smoker as well, so we are 100% doing
Apparently,
that.
We have to try that, yeah. So anyway, a smoker is our new thing, and we love it.
Yes, but again, we need smoking recipes because
Yeah.
we just know the basics. There must be, other than the mussels I found out about, there's got to be something else, right? I know cream
Well,
cheese.
I've
Cream
been
cheese is
Googling
amazing.
stuff to smoke, and nothing came up with mussels, so that is a good one. So if there's anything that's not normal, like chicken wings and ribs, then let us know what you do in a smoker. The other thing, what's our friend Julie does smoked cream cheese.
Yes, so yeah.
That's a good idea.
That is a nice one.
So yeah, so the smoker is our new thing. So we have the Raclette. We'll leave a link below for the Raclette because you can get them on Amazon. They're really cool. The Raclette, the Blackstone, and the smoker. And
we didn't bring it this time, and I know you're all going to be saying this in the comments. Our air fryer, and we.
yeah,
I'm
shocked you did not bring this.
I know. There's a few things I forgot on this trip, and that was one of them. So I've got better with the convection oven this time, but I do miss the air fryer just for same thing, rainy days or he's working late, I can just shove everything in that air fryer, usually just chicken, vegetables or fish or something, and job done. So yeah, I did forget that, but typically we have the air fryer.
I haven't missed it, but I always do the Blackstone cooking anyway.
We've made more of an effort to cook outside on this trip.
Yeah.
So, and just get out more. We've been better, I think.
Okay, final point. Natalie just bought something that we both think is really cool. We haven't even used it yet. So what we're going to do...
really cool or really silly.
It's either really cool or really stupid that we'll never use. So anyway, so let's go inside. I guess we have to go inside for it, do we?
No, I can show it here quickly, and then we'll go inside and see how it works.
Okay, go get it. We didn't pre-plan.
Here. I don't know what it's officially called. It's the Joulle.
With some math stuff on it. Let's explain why you bought this first.
Okay.
The main reason, but it does multiple things. The first thing is, Natalie keeps destroying our pans. If you don't know, Natalie is a popcorn addict.
I am.
And so she will literally eat less dinner so she can eat more popcorn. And so we literally every night, pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, she keeps ruining our pans. So it's not dirty or anything. Oh, there's a wasp.
Smack it with the pan.
Wasps always go for me. So it's not dirty. It's just burnt. It's where the oil and the popcorn kind of burns. So anyway, Natalie found another solution to make this much easier. Oh, I should explain. We do use the bags of popcorn as well that you can put in the microwave.
Well, yeah, we started to because I got lazy.
Because this happened, but we both prefer it in a pan, like old school. Bit of oil. Put the kernels in,
salt,
and then done. So it's better than
it was when I was looking for popcorn remedies that this came up, and I was just like, this literally has. So it's basically a flask, right? This is a cup. Okay, a cup, and the main point of it is you can like put soup on it and then just heat it in the cup, you know, and then have hot soup, or you can make your coffee in there. You plug it in. And just have it for coffee. And so I was like, that's really cool. I wonder what else it does. So I saw the popcorn feature and I was like, that could be handy. But then the other thing is our Raclette machine that we just showed you at the beginning, we really only use that for melting cheese at this point.
Yeah, we did say, so you can cook the meat on top of it and then melt the cheese underneath. But we typically cook the meat because we cook a lot, so we need the sides. It doesn't have high sides. If you're doing steaks on this, it'll be fine. Yeah. But you don't, like ground beef will just fall all over the place, so. Yeah, so we really just need something to melt cheese because we really like cheese as well. So I was like, we could just melt cheese in here. Then we don't need to carry around the Raclette as well. But I don't know, we haven't got that far yet with it. We've literally just received it today, so... I mean, it looks really basic though, right? So you've got the power thing here, and we're going to go use it in a minute, so I'll show you how it works. It has drink, heat, and pop. Let me just quickly... Okay. Drink heats it up and then turns off once it's got to boiling. Eat heats it up and then stays heated the entire time. And then pop, does it to a perfect popcorn temperature, apparently. Oh, really? Yeah. So if you were melting cheese, you'd put it on eat and then just keep checking it, right? Yes. Okay, and it's almost like a flask, so you have a carry handle as well. Exactly. Does that have a drink sting? And so for me, I was thinking, agility shows, hello, I can literally just put this in the car, plug it in, take a can of soup, or have my coffee, job done. Or if someone's going hiking or something, You could take this
But
with
you
your
need
coffee.
power.
Yeah, no, but you heat it up, but that's the point. It's like you heat it up, you could get it all ready, or even just hot water, and then you can just take this. The lid isn't very good for that, but you could.
Yeah, true.
Right, let's go try it.
Okay, so the instructions say, off the top of my head, you just have to fill this lid up with the kernels and dump it in there. Then it has this special little section for the oil. So,
I just put the oil in the thing.
no,
You're going to do it properly.
I am.
Okay.
For at least the first time, once we've worked it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're sorry for the dog barking in the rig next to us.
Alright. It's in there. Do you want to see it? Well, it's just oil and popcorn. It's not that exciting. Side note, I got this from Miller's in Huron, Ohio. It's like Julie's local little farm shop. It's an amazing store. If you're ever in that Ohio area, go to Miller's. Love it. Right, I have the setting on pop, and I think I just pushed the button. Boop. Okay, the little lights come on.
Alright, we are at 2 minutes 31. And
Do your own sound effects.
yeah, because I was going to overlay it, but then I'd have to reset the timer and it'd be weird, and then it'd be like lying. So it's 2 minutes 31. Well, it's 2 minutes 45 now. But how long does it take in the microwave? Like 30 seconds. The microwave bags.
No, they're like 4 minutes.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't feel like
and it
4
says
minutes.
2 minutes on the bag.
But it's always longer.
It's always longer.
And how long does it take in a pan normally?
I'm going to say about 5 minutes.
About
yeah.
5 minutes. Okay, so we're at 3 minutes now. So we'll check back in a couple of minutes when it starts popping.
Oh!
It just started popping. I heard one pop.
So excited.
It's messing with us. Okay, we'll come back when it really pops, okay? As soon as I hit the power off there, it just popped again.
I shouldn't do that.
Okay, we'll come back. Okay, we're at 4 minutes. 3 minutes 52. It smells good.
It does.
It smells really good. So, it was just popping. Oh, look, can you hear it? Look. I can't believe this is so exciting right now. Can you hear it? Oh,
What?
it just popped out the top.
Well, there's a little hole there.
Yeah, there's a hole in the top, obviously. Whoa. Okay, cool. We're at 4 minutes 21. This is the most exciting video I think we've ever done.
Ever.
Ever.
I don't know if we're ever going to top this.
Yeah. This is amazing. I wonder if it burns the inside. That's what I'm interested in.
Well, it says when the popcorn's finished, the appliance shuts off automatically.
Really? Okay, well, we will judge. Let's not make them watch this. Right, we're at 4 minutes 40, so we'll come back in a minute once it's stopped popping and we'll see what happens. See the little wiener dog that was barking a minute ago. Oh, there's two. How many do they have? Do they have 4?
No, the other people have 4.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 here. I want to go say hello. Okay, we are at 6 minutes 40, and it's done everything it seems to do. It says it should automatically shut up. Shut up? shut off. No, you shut up. They say it should automatically shut off, and it hasn't. So the light is still on, but it might have turned the heat off.
Yeah, we don't know.
So I think we should just try it. Let's
Okay.
stop this. Right, that's exactly 7 minutes it's been on.
Okay.
Open it up. Let's see. It smells so good. Oh, look at this. Oh, should we go and get a bowl or something?
Yeah, we should.
I can still hear a bit of oil. Oh, look. Oh, it
Fizzy?
worked.
Sizzling.
Right, I'm going to try a bit.
Just straight out of the thing.
Ah, needs salt.
Oh.
Just tap the bottom. Look at that.
Okay, I did miss a few.
Yeah, okay, so maybe we should have left it on a bit longer.
Not many though.
No,
Less.
there's like 10
Yeah.
in there.
Less than when you do the bags.
Okay, I'm interested in how much salt you put on here.
Oh, I
just
know. It's
kind
like a
of-
kind of a guessing
A
game.
lot.
Kind of a lot.
Well, that's good. That is really good. All right,
Okay.
we won't make you watch us eat it. It is good though. Okay, so now we need your help. We'll leave a link to this below. We're not going to do the cheese now because we're going to eat somewhere else. So we won't show you that. But if you subscribe just hit the like on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Anywhere else? Twitter.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, no, we go.
Yeah, so we'll put an update because I really want to see how it works with the cheese. Also, it didn't burn the inside. I don't know if you noticed that
No.
which was good. So there's that. We need your help. So we want to know what you eat, especially on travel day.
Yes.
Something, like we said, healthy, easy, quick. Apart from that, the only other things you can do is you can hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the thanks, because Natalie loves it when you do that. And don't forget, if you'd like to come to Braziere and support a couple of tits, Natalie and myself, you can hit the join button. Thank you to everyone below who already has, some of which are in this RV park with us right now.
There you are.
And if you sign up as a member, we post our location and stuff, so we can do meetups and things like that. So
Yes.
go ahead and do that. All right. Hopefully this was a bit different and you enjoyed it. Maybe not. We'll see you next week.